Hey guys! I know it's been a long time since I posted a video, so I figured I might as well make an update. There has been a couple new things. Nothing really major, but a couple changes, and the breeding season has started, so I figured I might as well show you what's going on, since it's been quite a while. I guess I'll show you all the animals first, so you can kind of see how they're doing. I know you've seen them all before, but here's Sharon, my big girl. She's in shed right now. She's getting her weight back from laying the 10 eggs last year. She was 3,600 before she laid her eggs, and now she's at about 3,400. So I'm going to start pairing her soon when my male's ready. Now, I did change my substrate. I used to use paper, and I was really liking the paper, but it just got to the point where every morning pretty much all my animals have soiled their paper, and I was spending at least an hour every day cleaning, which, I mean, isn't totally a bad thing, but you don't really want to be doing that with these guys. So my buddy has been using Sani chips for a little bit, and I liked the way they looked, and a lot of people have been talking about them lately, so I figured I'd pick up a bag. It cost me $13 for 2.2 cubic feet, which I don't think is too bad, especially since I have such a small collection. You really don't need much, just to cover the bottom. And I had a couple of them soil their cages right after, and honestly, with the paper, the whole sides just got full of condensation, and it stunk, and it was really bad. And really bad for the animals too, so I had to clean right away. But with this, they just do it in the corner. The Sani chips stick to whatever. You just have to clean, you know, like right around, and then refill that spot, and that's good. And maybe once a month or twice a month, I clean out the whole cage instead of having to do it every day, which is a lot less stress on the animals too, because I think taking them out every day to clean them is too stressful for these guys. And I also have a couple water tippers, and it doesn't, the Sani chips just really soak everything up really well, so that's good too. And here is Abby, my other normal. She's getting a little bit slower. She laid the 5 slugs and 2 eggs for me, which I know I didn't update, but all that came out of those eggs were 2 male normals. So, and she was bred to a butter spider. So that was a little disappointing, but they got good homes, and they're very healthy. They're very big babies, 113 gram eggs, and the babies were like 80 grams each, so very healthy babies, and they looked a lot like her. They were a really cool pattern, so that was nice. She was about 2,600 grams when she laid, and now she's about 22. So she's almost there as well. And here is London, my 2008 pastel, and my 2010 butter spider. They're actually locked up right now. I just paired them a couple hours ago, so that's nice to see. She did lay 5 eggs for me in September, and she was 1,500 grams before she laid her eggs. She went down to 1,000 grams when she laid. And now she's up to 2,000 grams, so she grew very fast, and she showed the signs that she was ready to breed again, so hopefully I will get my queen bee this year. And here is my cinnamon girl. She's at 1,500 grams, and she's also been paired to my butter spider a few times. She's really looking good. I know you're not supposed to choose favorites, but she's definitely one of my favorites. I love this girl. And she's just growing so fast. She's been very responsive to my male as well. This is probably my second most exciting pairing of the season. I really want a butter cinnamon to hold back, a female. I think they're pretty awesome looking. And here is my Mojave female that got back up to 1,500 grams. She laid last year. And with her is my pastel Enchi male. He hasn't shown any interest breeding yet. He's still pretty small. He's 350 grams, which is what my butter spider was when he started breeding. He's still eating, so I'm not really worried. I'm just going to keep pairing him and seeing what happens. It looks like he's going to be pretty late, so that's okay. But this is definitely my most exciting pairing, hopefully this season, if not next season. But I'm going to keep trying. And I hate to be biased, but I think this guy is one of the nicest pastel Enchis I've ever seen. He's just amazing, and he keeps getting brighter and brighter. It's really hard to capture his colors. Let's see if I can get him under the light so you can see. That's a little better. He's actually more yellow, but the camera's kind of picking up a brown tinge, which kind of makes him pretty ugly. Hopefully he gets the idea soon. And then up here, this girl's gonna have to move out soon. This is the 2011 vanilla female. She's eating like mad. She's probably about 500 grams now. If she keeps this up, she's gonna be breeding probably at a year and a half, 2 years old. If she's ready, of course. I don't want to rush my animals. But she's been eating every 4 or 5 days. She's just a very aggressive feeder. Here's my 2010 other pastel female. She's growing pretty slow, I have to admit. She's maybe 750, 800 grams. Well, my other 2010s are almost double that. So, but she's just gorgeous. Much, much different than my other pastel. Here's my other 2010 girl that's being a picky eater. My pied. She's about the same weight. She's got a little cut there that I've been treating with antibiotics. Cream. I don't know how she got it. She might have gotten bit. I'm usually very careful, but sorry guys, my memory went out there for a second. Next would be a pinstripe girl. She's getting to weight. She's about 1,400 grams. I did pair her twice with my butter spider, and they locked up. And since then, she's been eating very well. So I know that if she goes, she'll be a good weight. I don't usually look at weight when I'm gonna breed my animals. I look at their behavior. They could be 2,000 grams and not wanting any of it. Or they can be 1,400 and bull wrapping, eating like crazy. You just know. Weight isn't always the answer. There's always age as well that plays into the part. Of course I wouldn't breed a 1,000 gram girl, but anything over 1,300 if you think they're ready. Because if they're not gonna go. And if they are, they will. That's just how it is. I'm sure males don't breed 1,200 gram girls in the wild, so everything's optimal, let it happen. This is my spot nose girl. She's turned out to be a pretty picky eater and a very aggressive snake, which is odd. I think it's more because she's very shy. She wants to bite everything except for her food, but that's okay. She's about 950 grams still, maybe 1,000. I haven't weighed her in a while. Maybe she'll go late season or early next season. I plan on pairing her with the pastel Inchi as well, so maybe they'll be ready around the same time. You can kind of see she's not very happy with me right now. And here is my Bredli carpet python. She's getting very, very big. She's about 1,200 grams or so. Maybe 4 to 5 feet long. 1.5 years old, so she's getting there. She still can be nippy once in a while, but usually she's pretty good. I haven't gotten a bad bite from her in a little while. It's just because of her massive feeding response, nothing more. So as long as I'm careful with that, she's not hungry, I don't smell like food, I don't invade her privacy or go too fast, she's pretty docile. I also wanted to give you an update on the 2011 babies I still have for sale. And this is what is left over. I have my butter, which has developed into her color so well. She's more yellow in person, but the light's taking out a lot of her yellow. You can kind of see the difference within the light, and then when it's a little bit darker. Still not really showing her colors well, but you get the idea. She's just amazing. She came from that light pastel female that I showed earlier in the butter spider. Really nice blushing on her. I thought about keeping her, but I don't really need a butter, even though she's really, really nice one. Like, her head is super bright. I thought she was a pastel butter when she hatched, but no, she's just a really nice and light butter. And then I have a female butter spider right here. She's pretty much spotless. She has a couple spots on her, but still a very, very nice butter spider. I have a second butter spider female. She's got a little bit of stuck shed on her. She shed a couple hours ago. But she's very symmetrical, you can see on her head. I'm very surprised she hasn't gone yet, but I guess people just aren't looking for female butter spiders right now. Again, she's more yellow. You can see. And then I have my third butter spider female. But honestly, I think she's going to be staying. Ever since she had her first shed, she has just blown the others out in terms of color. Can't really see too much of a difference, but she's a lot lighter, a lot higher white than the other girls. And their feeding response is absolutely insane. They will come out and pretty much attack you for their food, but when they're not feeding, they're extremely friendly. And this girl's just amazing. She's so bright, and I'd really like to keep her. But I'm asking $4.50 for the butter, and then $1,000 each for the female butter spiders, but I'm accepting pretty much any offer right now, especially on the butter spiders. That's just what I have on my website. You know, I just want them to find good homes. That's really all that matters to me. Of course, I won't sell them for $200, but anywhere near market price is good enough for me. But out of, I believe, 17 hatchlings, this is all I have left. And they're just eating like machines. I can't explain how the best eaters I've ever had, honestly. They're better than any of my other snakes. Alright, so that's about it. Nothing else really going on. If you guys want to see anything or have any suggestions for other videos, let me know, and I'll do them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.